In this video, we're gonna take you through a journey from the 19th century all the way to today. I'm gonna show you some of the modern technologies that we have in the video production space. We are actually very proud of them as well. Let's get into it. What is video production? See, video production is the capturing of still images as well as everything in between the line, which includes editing and making sure all that's coming out crisp to you guys, But let me give you a hint. In the 19th century, they had to do these things physically. So everything you see from DaVinci Resolve, moving your sequence and saying, oh, I don't like this clip, I want to switch it up and down. They did it all physically in an editing room. That was very hectic. So, as I said, in the 19th century, the very first photo was invented. That was a photo camera that was invented by a man called Joseph Nips. He was named after the legal father of Jesus Christ. Funny enough, the second person who invented video production was able to achieve that by a process he called phenakistoscope, basically a spindle viewer. But what he did was he was able to simulate moving images, which we now use as a basis for videos today. Various forms of a spindle viewer were invented along the years. We're talking about 1826, 1918, and so on. This was very popularized by English photographers. So this was where they actually had their famous quote coming from as well. After the years went along, a very good friend of mine called Teddy was able to invent the first true motion camera. By the way, whoever is asking, that was Thomas Edison. As you know, we had various new inventions going along the way, and these were all stored in bulky film rolls. Over the time, these were now reinvented into storing as CDs, DVDs, and Blu-rays. But before then, we had something called VHS, which was popularized by the home studios and the traditional culture of American stories. The VHS were invented by the Japanese, a company called JVC, and these were very popularly played on devices called VCRs. In this video, I'm still gonna give you a glimpse into some of the very advanced tools that we have in video productions that are very common to everyone today. You have no idea what's coming. So let's go into it. Over the years, after the inventions by Thomas Edison and the likes, films were still in black and white with no sound. Actually, the first film that had a sound was created by a jazz singer, and this was popularly known as the Cupid Angling. It was an amazing piece, but it had no color, and that was the very first piece with sound. Different countries actually made it such a grand event when they launched the first film that had color. You can go check this out as well. Let's fast forward to today's times. As you can see, today technology has advanced due to the advancement in computer technology as well. Today, we have the ability to easily move around sequences of films from how we fancy. We have the ability to add graphics and sound within the same application environments popularly used these days. Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro. We also have some who was very popular within the Hollywood industry, which is the Avid Pro X. We also have one which is the DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is still free, and I'll tell you, it can give you the ability to make simple cuts all the way to advanced color grading. But listen, imagine you're a chef, and instead of spoons and spices, you had films of rolls that you had to cut and pay high level of attention to details to make sure you were cutting it at the right space, you were making splices at the right time, and you didn't damage these films. These were the struggles that the old-time filmmakers had to go through because everything was done physically. Also, there was no undo button. So when you make a mistake, it was very, very expensive. You would find out that a whole budget had been set up for production of a film. The whole thing has been shot and sent to the video editors. And in the editing process, one or two mistakes happen and a whole sequence is damaged. You either have to go back and reshoot it or sayonara. So these were the challenges that people struggled with. And if you must take anything from this lesson, just know they also were very bulky cameras as well as bulky equipment. That's why you notice a lot of the video editing teams were jacked and everybody looked well built. Anyway, that's something to note. At the end of this, you will understand that we, the modern day video editors and filmmakers, are very lucky, and we should count ourselves lucky at that, because we now have the ability to shoot with our phones, with very affordable portable cameras. We have things like the GoPro that can easily shoot 4K high resolution qualities, and you can edit that right on your phone because technology has advanced. Thinking about categorizing video productions, we can categorize them basically into 4 systems now. The first one being, let's say, virtual reality, as this has been built for engagement as well as interaction. You will notice when you go into a virtual reality space, there is a lot of things that you can interact with within the space as well. And this has been curated mostly for game platforms. And also I've seen some Netflix shows that actually include interactive game sessions. Now, going to the second category, we have animations. Animations are popularly known because they do not need live actions. But one of the things that you would notice is they are built on code and software. A lot of things come into place, but they are still considered to be budget friendly. So mega productions on animation movies do not need the large amount of artists, actors and so on to come into place, or the locations as well. Everything is from imagination and code. Now, jumping right into it, the third category we would categorize would be web application video production. This is mostly used for commercials, webinars, advertisement, as well as intro videos for websites. And let's go straight into it. You can still have what is popular today in something you can consider a new platform, the social media platform. We have the likes of Instagram, which is very, very engaging, TikTok, Facebook, and the likes. This also allows a blend of the animated video production category as well as the live action. So on this platform, they're able to coexist peacefully, and you can see the dynamic nature of it allows for more creativity of videographers, film editors, as well as even people who have no idea what's happening in this whole space. It's starting to seem more like whoever is starting to shoot a video is only limited to their imagination, because today an average man can shoot a whole film from his phone device. And we've seen it. Go online and check YouTube for iPhone films, short feature films. This is something happening already. So one of the other things I would like to note is social media platforms are curated based on algorithm to favor engaging and good storytelling. So you would find out that even films shot on a mobile phone can give you viral quality as well as exposure to many audiences. So don't sleep on your mobile phones. Now, if you haven't already, please allow the algorithm to understand the kind of content that we are creating by giving a like and dropping a comment. Thank you.